From amidst the city's 7+ hills, welcome to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, our draw features two from the AFC. Between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. Good work so far, he's got room. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. One snap in, and we have an injury timeout. Looks like they may be without a member of their secondary for at least a little bit as he gets worked on. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Off the play fake, it's Fields. That's caught, it's Breece Hall. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
Pete, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They give on second to Hall. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Third down, Bengals coming out in a dime look here. Third and long, they're going to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line, ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Now on 4th down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20.
21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here you go, play action with Flacco. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Third down, it's Flacco. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. First get of the game here to Chase Brown. And he takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Flacco off the play action. Chased out to his right. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengals still out there and being looked at now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Brown on the inside give. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. From the gun, Flacco. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. 3rd down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives them the 1st. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Brown can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Flacco. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in your mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Jets, nothing.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The 2nd drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, they need 7. Shotgun snap to Fields. Now here he goes. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's running for he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Toss play, this is Hall. Crosses midfield, still going. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
First down throw for Fields. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the keeper, here's Fields. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. Now we're going to have a break in the action. One of the Bengals in some pain. They're going to go out to look at him. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Oh, Fields loses it. And the Bengals get to it. 1st and 10 now from the 30. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Here's Brown again. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He has it on the cube. Get behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Jets recover it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Recovered by the Jets.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Slot man motioned over. From the gun, it's Hall. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Offense going with a 4 receiver set, 3rd and long. They'll air it out on 3rd. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Hall has the New York touchdown. The Jets reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Samaje Perine on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Flacco again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Flacco's going to throw here on 1st. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. Nice gain there on 2nd down before they get to him, but we also have a flag down, partner, so let's see if this stands. Setting up to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Bringing pressure, and they got him. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
6-yard loss.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Jets offense now set to take over. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Fields gets it out wide quick. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Fields out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Fields on first down. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They start out 2nd and 10. Running back sent in motion left. Has him on the quick hitter. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. That stop made by Barrett Carter.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Now Fields again. Short pass brought in. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
4th down. He calls his own number on the option. And this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line and he's going to head off after a turnover on downs. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing from the gun. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. I'll throw it. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Pass play coming here. This one's caught. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
You know, kid, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking in the air here. It's caught. Chase has it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Catch made by Chase Brown. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like. about that amazing play.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. Completed over the middle. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
And after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. That's Cox, it's Reynolds. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 6.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. So now, after being backed up just a bit, another first and goal. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing for behind the sticks, right? It is still second down coming up.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Hall has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
When you get stuff like that on a second down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a first down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Stopped at the line on second. Need to fight forward 2 more yards here on third and goal. He gets it again. And this time he gets in for the New York touchdown. The Jets can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, this is Pirine. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. They send the tight end in motion left. Throwing it on 2nd down. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Sent to the ground by Josh Newton.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Fields looking to throw. Bengals get to him and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half. I'm just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got a man, this is Reynolds. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and goal, Jets.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Hall. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Oh, gets it again on second down. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
On 3rd and goal, here's Fields. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And the kick by Folk is good. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, this is Piron. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Shotgun snap to Flacco. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one. And yes, they did. Bengals football. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A fresh set of downs for him now after the defense jumped. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. He'll look to throw. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So the offense still moving forward as roughing the passer overrules that incomplete pass. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Looking to throw here. He brings it in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Flacco's going to throw here on first. That is Cox. This is Fant working downfield. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up. The Jets take their first timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. From the gun, a get to Brown. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. First down, he'll throw it. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
All right, following the incompletion. Here's second down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at third and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete on third and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. So a bit stubborn there, Brock. They just kept throwing for it after pass fell incomplete. Now they've got fourth and goal.
Yeah, and you and I both know what's going to happen when these old linemen run off the sidelines, big fellas. They're not going to be too happy about not putting one run on the board.
No, sir. McPherson's kick is good. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Wangu now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jets headed out on offense late in this first half. And they can try to move this into field goal range, Brock, if they so choose. 55 seconds left. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. First and 10. Here's Fields. Finds him over the middle. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Jets.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Fields to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Fields out of the gun. He's keeping it. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down, New York.
Offense is set. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Uh-oh, trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And that drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
Loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out come the Bengals. It's their ball first, leaving the locker room. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Pass it downfield. It's Chase. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
You go play action with Flacco. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Flacco off the play action. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. So now it's going to be third and long.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Third down, it's Flacco. Flushed out now to his left. And this one does not go far.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
They're out now, ready to punt it. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. The Jets out to begin another drive. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
They'll start this one out with Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. Cut out left. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Fields now, third and long. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. Arrives at the 40. Justin Fields. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Oh.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Hall will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's another for him. And this time he's in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grab the lead on their first series of the half. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Give on 2nd, it's Brown. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down, ball at the 36. They'll run again with Brown. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that makes it 3rd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st down carry for Brown. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, That's an extra bonus.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. From the gun, Flacco. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
They'll bring out the punter here. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fight's deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. He'll try and run this. And Fields slides down safely as he picks up the 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. That's complete to Wilson. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st down, ball at the 36. Off the play fake, it's Fields. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Another throw for Fields. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Hall running between the tackles. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They go to him again. And this time he gets in for the New York touchdown. The Jets take a 13-point lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets double their lead to 14.
Bengals 17.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here's Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Flacco. Connects with fans. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Counterplay, Brown. Spinning into space. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Here's Brown again. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals shrinking the lead some in the third. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Wangu now to return. This makes it up to the 25. The Jets offense now set to take over. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. New York to the line. First and 10. They start the drive at home. Has some daylight through the 40. Here he goes again. And he is finally out of bounds. But oh, now they're all seeing the flag back down the field. Looks like holding might wipe this away. Now here comes the New York offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Motioning left is their running back. Shotgun snap to Fields. Hits his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
They give on second to Hall. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. So we're through 3 here. It's the Jets who have it with a lead, but this win is not secure just yet. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Third and long for him here. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And right to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. That's going to bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengals still out there and being looked at now. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
T. Higgins. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals now trail by just a point in the 4th. T. Higgins the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
31.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Wangu now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Fields on first down. Makes the catch. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hall. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Now Fields. He'll set up the screen here for Hall. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. I'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Fields out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Buys time, rolling right. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Now come out throwing. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Flacco again on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He gets it to Fant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Now a toss. This is Brown. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. He's going to throw this one. Hits him on the end route. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Flacco off the play action. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, But I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Flacco's going to throw here on first. Couldn't get the screen set up properly, Brock. Pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on second down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Tight end motioning right. Straight ahead, it's Brown. Running in the red zone. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a fourth-quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Jets out to begin another drive. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
First down throw for Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Fields on third. He's running for it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Their punter making his way out now. Austin McNamara will kick this away. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. From the gun, Flacco. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Second down now, they need 7. Dropping back to throw. Right back to Chase. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and just 2 to go. Short yardage run here for Brown. He has the first and still going past the 35. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Now we're going to have a break in the action. One of the Bengals in some pain. They're going to go out to look at him. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down. The Jets take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Brown on the inside give. Timeout taken by New York. That's it, 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. He keeps it himself. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's decision time for the offense after that one. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better be very careful going for it again.
Evan McPherson for the Bengals field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
Cincinnati.
On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Looking to throw Fields. He's going to keep it this time. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Right side, this is caught by Taylor. He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
14 more yards.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Only one timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Second and 10 now. Fields. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Third and just 2 to go. Looking to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Another throw for Fields. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.